For Christmas, my son gave me a subscription to Paletteful Packs, and I've always thought of myself as a crafty person and maybe even an artsy person, but I've never considered myself an artist. I'm a crafter and I make some cool things, but I don't know how to use artist grade materials. So I looked for instructions inside. There were no instructions. And I looked online and found a couple of like review type videos so I would understand how to use the materials. And I thought to myself, there wasn't a whole lot out there. And I thought to myself, why not make a video about just a creative person who has no clue what she's doing using the supplies, and let y'all watch and see. So this is the January Paletteful Pack. Inside here, we have Karen Diash. Is that how you, Karen Diash? Is that how you say that? I don't even know how you say it. But I think that's a real famous art brand. And it's a neat tin. And there's this Strathmore, heard the name, mixed media board. So instead of like a book of papers, it's a board. Okay. There's all this junky stuff. Yuck. There is this little keychain Marshmallow Man doll. Now, I know enough about artists to know that the little artist stand that you use to draw from should have knees that bend and elbows that bend, and this guy does not. There is a paintbrush, and it's Princeton. It's a round. And we're going to use it because that's what you do with paintbrushes. And there's one of these pencils which says it can it's blue and it says it can write on glass, plastic, metal. I think this is kind of like pictures I've used to write on the back of my photos to label them. Okay, that's all for the box. So I looked up online to find out that looks like you take these little crayons and you color with them and then you wet them with your brush. Now, as I've said, I'm not an artist. I'm a crafter. I was never really taught how to draw. So, not being an artist, I decided to draw something that I used to draw for my boys when they were little. Spaceships, rocket ships. Because who doesn't love space? Okay. I could draw a rocket ship. See how easy that was. Okay, and let's go ahead and draw the Earth. Color in some of the Earth. This is a landmass. Guess I don't have to outline it. I can just freehand that. And let's see, some places it's more brown and deserty. Yeah, there we go. And then got a lot of water. Earth is mostly water, right? So let's add some water. Okay, so it's coming off fairly easily. It feels weird. It feels like I'm coloring with crayons. I wonder what they would feel like on real paper. Regular paper. I think they feel smoother than regular crayons on regular paper. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens when we wet this now. So, I'm gonna try to wet my green first. Ooh, so the green's turning into a really pretty color. I was kind of disappointed when I first started coloring with it, thinking that it was kind of dull looking, but that's turning into a really pretty green. Okay, get some of that brown in there. Let's do some of this brown. like how I can kind of get different shades depending on how much water I'm kind of using here with my brush. So let's do the edge of the earth because I don't want that to get lumpy. Now I wonder if I put a little bit more water in a couple spots. Am I allowed to do that? What if I get a rag and lift off some of that water? Oh, that works. I like that. That gives it kind of look like there's some clouds. I don't know how precise I need to be, so I'm going much lighter this time. And let's wet it. Whee! It's kind of fun. So with this pink, even wetting it, I'm kind of seeing some of the like crayon marks or granulation. Is that the word? Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word. Inside of this. With these, I'm not sure how I should be drawing or coloring. So when I was, I don't know, about middle school, my sister taught me when you color with crayons, you should color in circles so that you don't see the lines like that. And then I've also heard that you should just color all in the same direction and then people won't see it. So I'm not sure how I should be coloring with these things or if it even matters. If you know, if you're like a real artist, can you leave it in the comments what I should be doing, how I should be coloring with these Neocolor 2 aquarels? But part of the reason why I'm doing this is to show that you shouldn't be scared of art. You shouldn't be scared of doing something new. You shouldn't be scared of stepping outside of your comfort zone and learning. So what if I mess up? If I mess up, it means I'm learning. So I'm good with that. All right, let's start doing our sky. Is that dry? Yes, that's dry. So let's do our sky. Ooh. So it seems like it gets really juicy when you add the water. Whee! Kind of fun. And I like this point on this brush. It comes to such a skinny point. Makes it kind of easy to get up close to some things. This black is looking really black. I was wondering because it, you know, was so crayony, granulated, if it was gonna like cover very well or not cover very well. And it does seem like it's covering quite well. I did watch a couple of people who got this box and they have made their own YouTube videos. And one thing that I found interesting is, was it both of them? Might have been both. Didn't actually use the board. There's a bunch of the boards. There's, how many does it say? 6 boards. But they were counting them too precious and just used their sketchbooks to try out these crayons in their videos. And I think that's part of what, you know, a subscription box should be, is something that's, you know, you get to play with new materials and that you're not going to hoard them. In fact, my goal is to try to make sure that I use the materials, at least the majority of the materials. I mean, at least try them out, but to try to use the materials before the next box comes. Isn't that a way of saying, yes, I appreciate this gift from my son, instead of that I actually use it? I don't think he would want me to just hoard it. I think he would want me to use it. I think that's why he bought it for me. So I thought that I would do my first try out with these crayons. in a sketchbook or something. But nope. I'm gonna use this fancy board because it came with it. And it's part of it. And it's what I'm supposed to be doing. Wonder if I can get more paint like this. If that was against the rules, let me know in the comments below. I think we need to decorate my spaceship a little bit here. I'm gonna do some stripes. I wonder if I made some like hashtags with this. Are they going to blend? No. Okay. Just gonna make some hashtags in the night sky just to give it some texture. Now, I'm not gonna lie, one of the videos that I watched about this box, they had some texture with some hashtags and it gave me the idea. So I will leave a link to that video below. Don't want y'all to think that I'm copying without giving credit. Don't really know what I'm doing here, but I don't mean to make someone mad. It's flattery. When you copy somebody, it's flattery. I'm gonna try something else. So here's a plate, and if I color on the plate, yes, that's gonna give me some paint. All right, that was totally looking like a hot mess. So I went ahead and kind of smoothed it over a little bit off camera because, yeah, it was just taking too long as well. And so now I just grabbed a Sharpie and I'm kind of outlining my stars a little bit just to try to make them not quite so hot mess looking. See if this works at all. Just giving them a little bit of definition. Would have liked to have had a thinner Sharpie. I couldn't find one, so I'm using what I have. Here is my finished project. It's definitely not perfect, but I had fun using the materials. I added a few white and yellow crosses. I added some splashes to add smaller stars in the background. Added an emblem to my spaceship and just had fun creating. Probably something I probably should have put in a journal instead of on a board because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this. But hey, I had fun. And it's not just about the product, it's about the process. I had fun learning, I had fun using the products, and I learned some things on my own. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope that you have an awesome super day. Toodles!